I really think Jeremy Sohan is going to end up being way more than we even thought he would be.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
I've been very open in saying that I think Jeremy Sohan is going to be legit and he's going to be something serious. But my comparisons always fell short to maybe Draymond Green or Ben Simmons type player. Not what we've been seeing, like at all. And even funny enough, even Jeremy Sohan himself, and we went over this before. He even said himself that he's trying to be, or he wants to be, like a Draymond Green type player. Popovich gave a comparison to Manu. What the heck? And now I just wanted to bring this up. I didn't get a chance to get to it, so I'm late on this. But this is a quote from Keldon Johnson about Jeremy's game when he had the 30 points. And yeah, it speaks volumes, not only Keldon as a leader, but how he feels about Jeremy Sohan. But yeah, so if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com. I didn't even segue. I don't even segue no more. But yeah, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description if you guys want to support. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read this. I told him I'm proud of him. I told him I'm really proud of him, and I mean it. I'm proud of him just to see the growth. It's crazy for me as being like one of the leaders on the team to see him come in and flourish like that. Tonight was very big, and I think big for his confidence. He was hitting shots, hitting mid-range. He was doing it all and continued to guard the best player each and every night. He takes on that challenge. So I told him I was proud of him. And the first of many for Jeremy, hungry, young player, and has amazing upside. I just can't wait to see what the future holds for him. He's going to be really good. So if you guys remember, the other night we went over Ty Lue's comments on Jeremy Sohan, in which Ty Lue said that, yeah, he takes on the best player. So now this is fine. And I said, wow, I thought this was something that more so the coaches pushed him to do, to say, hey, we want you to guard the best player because you're such a good defender. But it seems as if it was more so Jeremy saying, no, I'm gonna do it. And that is a big difference. Usually in the NFL, it's more of a bigger deal for, you know, certain corners to do that, but that is a big deal nonetheless, right? And this is basically confirming that Keldon Johnson is saying, yes, he takes on that challenge. Like he wants to do that. That just speaks volumes of what type of player he is. He is a nasty player. I love that word hungry as well from Keldon. So let me bring this up, and this is not me to just like talk trash about Keldon, okay? I'm not trying to do that, but I do want to at least bring this up. I've seen quite a few people bring up how Keldon Johnson doesn't seem like himself, and I'm watching these games and he's not passing the ball late in games, and what is up with that? Is he being selfish? What is wrong with Keldon? And I said this before, I'll say it again. Keldon Johnson is a role player. He's just a really good leader, okay? He's a good spur. He keeps things pretty cohesive with his group. He's a nice guy. It seems like a nice guy to be around for other teammates. I love Keldon Johnson being with San Antonio, but he is not a star player. He is a role player. And one thing that he's always had issues with, and everyone has their problems, okay? Everyone has like their flaws or whatnot, right? I mean, I have flaws with these videos. I'm sure people are tired of hearing about the merch, right? That's a flaw, right? But like one thing about Keldon is one thing that's a huge flaw of his is that he oftentimes has tunnel vision. So I don't think, at least from as long as I've been watching him, I don't think that he's a selfish player. I think that he just has tunnel vision sometimes. It's not a matter of, oh no, he's getting too much shine, I got to do my thing. I'll be completely honest with this. I've always felt that way with DeJounte, that DeJounte was pretty selfish at times, where other guys would get hot and he would actively not seek them out, even though he was seeking them out throughout the game, right? But like when it's in the end, he doesn't even look in their direction. Keldon isn't like that. He just has tunnel vision most of the time. That's the thing with Keldon. He just has tunnel vision most of the time. He's a gritty guy. He's gonna go at your chest, and people are like, oh, what's going on? You know, he sometimes it's like he's just throwing the ball up. It's like you gotta take the good with the bad here. You know, once we get some stars on the team and Keldon's there, he'll be completely fine. You're not even gonna notice his flaws. The only problem is right now he is the leader of the team, and he is being asked, and I'm sure he's doing it as well, is taking on a huge responsibility of our offense. And when things get gritty, when things get to the fourth quarter, you're going to see a lot of flaws of Keldon's game, because that's just who he is. He doesn't have a huge repertoire of things that he does, right? He just doesn't. It's a few go-tos, right? It's either drive to the paint or catch and shoot threes, and he's good at those two things, but that's his main thing, right? But with that being said, I just wanted to bring that up because I know some people bring up Keldon and they like frustrated about it and like, what is Keldon doing? He's fine. He's a perfectly fine player for what he is. He's gonna shine much more once we have our stars intact. He's gonna shine much. Just trust me. It's just with this team right now, he has to take on a big responsibility. Okay, it's literally him and Devin, and Devin's hurt. I mean, there's no one. And Jeremy Sochan is so confident in his own game that he just kind of takes over naturally, right? But he's still a rookie. He's gonna have his flaws. So just wanted to bring that up, just so you guys, just to have a little discussion about it. But overall, man, this is great. Jeremy Sochan, he's getting a lot of praise from his coaches, other coaches. I mean, how many have we? Let's see. We had Jalen Brunson shout him out, right? We've had Ty Lue shout him out. We've had Popovich call him Manu. We've had Keldon Johnson talk about Jeremy Sochan quite a few times already. I'm trying to think who else, because I know I'm missing some people. We've already had him piss off Morris. Morris absolutely hates him. So I'm assuming both Morris brothers hate him. We've had Steven Adams shout him out and say he's a cheeky player, right? So we've had quite a few people call him out already, put him on notice. So he's going to be a really good player. And with that type of attitude, it's refreshing. We don't get that too often. He's a nasty player. He's mean. He's not nice. And on top of that, if he can become like a star, what if a superstar? If you become a star type player with that type of attitude, you don't see that too often. You just don't. I mean, I'm trying to think of like a few players that are in modern day basketball that's just kind of nasty. It's not many. Like Steph Curry. But Steph Curry's pretty nasty. He's not nice. Giannis, kind of. Jokic can be pretty. He can be kind of a jerk on that court. I don't know. You just don't get too many of these, man. You just do not get too many of these. You get a lot of players that are really, really good, but they're nice guys, right? But Jeremy Sochan's not a nice guy. If he played for anyone else, we would absolutely hate him. So I love it, but I love that. All right. Anyways, I rambled enough. Just tell me what your thoughts are about this. I absolutely love it. But yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, as always, man, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description, or become a patron or YouTube member. I don't bring that up enough. As well, it's just not a lot to like do with the Patreons and YouTube members right now, but we're gonna get back on it. Like I'm gonna find a way. But if you guys do want to support in that way, please do. Link in the description for all that. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.